you have something to give. That's why you're asking whether we've eaten. The question you asked, it means you have something to give.
Okay. Do you have something to give? Yes or no?
Not to give me, to give us, because you've asked us, have we eaten?
And I said no.
And I said no, so we are waiting for you.
And I say you are waiting for
Yes, I'm waiting for you.
Why are you waiting for me?
I'm waiting for you because you have something to give. That's why you're asking whether we've eaten.
Okay.
So run them home.
No, come with the ones I come no, I'm not pet. We are no dinner coffee. I said, Antonio also said, no, you open more. Also, oh, my short sleeves green one, or say anything to a pay. Now, some coming on coffee.
I didn't say short sleeve. I said the long sleeve green you've been wearing is nice. So
I'm to open.
That's what I said.
A good deal more coffee.
And then chicken in the pay, and she be a better hour.
That be saying, yes, I mean, meet me so I don't come to my million in your call. Remember, Jan gets for a train. Was it a humanity? I've been informed of an to do more. Okay, sir, Mama, dear, my uncle.
Again, tonight, your first story is about public figure, Reverend Counselor, mother, and ex-wife.
She's a reverend too.
Yeah, she's a reverend.
Ex-wife.
Yeah, ex-wife. She's no longer a wife, ex-wife.
Aww.
Founder of The Real Woman in Me, Reverend Dr. Charlotte Oduro. I don't know if I should still add the Oduro, but Oduro. She's been cooked. Where who counsels the counselor?
Who counsels the counselor?
Who counsels the counselor?
Who watches the watchman?
You bab. So she's in should I say hot waters over certain comments she makes herself. Certain she says she's a counselor, marriage counselor for that matter. So marriage counselor, what stopped you from salvaging your marriage? Because apparently and she also made a statement or a video where she said no matter what you face in your marriage, no matter what you face in your relationship, nothing should ever make you opt for a divorce. So why are you divorced?
Question for the ghost.
So you have a video today. We have a video. We have her videos are a lot of videos. But even to me, Bonina, and see
the internet
never forgets. You see the rate at which everyone is bringing out her videos,
her old videos,
very bad.
Wow.
And see DJ Rock.
If the men make mistakes, if they don't know where they are coming from, you are his helpmate. All because you cheated. Maybe the fault is coming from me. Maybe my husband has got history from his background. We need to deal with this thing very carefully. People should not just sit there and get angry and react because they have pains. You have pains doesn't mean you should channel the pain to become a revenge on somebody. No. If the man made the music, my dear, I wanted to talk to you. Women should get this right. We are not here. I'm a Christian. I'm not here to change it. The biblical truth is that the Lord brought the women to be helpmates to the men. So if you help a man, there's nothing wrong with it. If he wants to cheat on you, his punishment, he can't run away from it. But my issue is that, so he cheated on you today, you divorce. You go and meet another man. Is that person an angel? The same person can also do the same thing. So let's get solutions on what to do to help those men that cheat. I'm not saying it's good to cheat, it is wrong.
Mommy, what are some of the solutions?
Okay. So just today, I also saw a video of her saying, say, you would be in a relationship with a liar. And you know, today you were saying that you hate someone who is manipulative. They can manipulate you to the extent of making it look or seem as if you are the one who is at fault. She also said something like that. Now we do not know if she's the one at fault and us at fault. But now our main problem is counselors as a whole. Because as a marriage counselor, you come out to say a whole lot of things. Now it's something which is contradicting your own self. You come out to say this, we should do this, we should do that, we should do this as a marriage counselor. And today, is it say you are not a certified or qualified marriage counselor? Looking at your friend is saying this counselor they be in some who yes this man. So I remember the last time he said, say as a married man there is no need for you to go home early to your family. He said Nancy nim say wo be ma worry for no, you go to your family upon 5 and not kiki, you take your bag, you go and meet your family members at 5. He said go out and socialize with other people. I don't know the kind of socialization you are going to socialize as a married man, but it's high time we I don't know if the counselors they have an association or they have a board, but it's high time those people in charge of that have to do something about it. So I'll start with ACNM. Yeah. Why? So your whole take on this issue.
So marriage is a union between two people, and whatever that goes on there shouldn't involve a third party. As of now, we don't know who the fault is coming from, if it's with the man or if it's with a woman. But we can also judge that per the way she talks with regards to cheating, lies, and all of those stuff. It could be saying maybe that's what she's equally going through in her marriage. She comes out to tell us or counsel us that we should stay in the marriage even if the person, even if your partner is cheating, or even if it's like a 2-year didn't cry, just
still be in it.
See, our that was then.
Not now.
Our mothers will be like, oh, Nkolaninti, you stay. Nkolaninti, you stay. But have you thought of like yourself? Have you thought of yourself? You are losing yourself in this process, and your mental health is actually at stake. It's like a trauma. Like anytime you see the man, you are not happy. Anytime you see the man, you're like, you are frustrated. So you can't tell me that I should be in such a relationship even if the person is being toxic or whatsoever. And now that she is going through it herself and she has decided to leave. Like I say, there's a saying that exactly. So now that she is in it herself, she knows how it is like, and she knows she can't take it anymore. So she has left the marriage. And then when it comes to counseling, counselors needing counsel, they actually feel as if they're okay because I'm giving you advice on what is good for you. So if I'm giving you advice on what is good for you, what shows that I can't advise myself? So they normally don't like to involve people when they want to make decisions or anything. So
they would even be like, Ghanaians. They'll be like, hey, last time when you said counselor Charlotte Oduro, but now we do so they be out 2 years for 2 years. When you say, oh baby, son, me say so it's also quite.
I think the cooking should come down. We are begging. They should lower the fire under the pots in which they are cooking. Because you might not know what she's equally going through. She has condoned it for a long time and now she's tired and she doesn't have any other choice but to leave. So I think if that is what is best for her, we wish her well.
All right, Sister Debbie.
I would say we just need to be careful because 99% of marriages that have collapsed recently is because these same counselors do not speak the truth.
Yeah.
They come to tell you things that are not so, things that are not real, things that do not even exist. You see, the other day I was telling that counselor, which I don't know whether he's a counselor. I don't know. I'm not like bashing him, but I don't know. Some of them, I don't know where they went for their counseling training and the kind of people that have certified them as a counselor, because they tell you things that do not exist. And then these are counselors you are not in the same house with. You don't know what is going on in their lives, and then they come to tell you that do this, and you do. That is why we are telling you that you need to be careful with the kind of people you listen to, the kind of counselors you listen to, because these people, as I said earlier on, they are telling you this. He's telling you that you are not supposed to leave, you are not supposed to do that, but the man is threatening you. Anytime you have a misunderstanding with him, either he slaps you or he tells you, I will kill you, and you are there because the counselor is telling you don't leave. So you are there. Find a way to make sure that everything is going on well. You be like, okay, and you are gradually digging your own grave. And so if you refuse to learn as a person, like you refuse to counsel your own self. See, even Google right now, if you googled how to kill a goat, they will give you a list of how to kill a goat. When I was sitting there, I was actually thinking that, do counselors like divorce? So if a counselor like divorce, which name should you give? They were telling me that it's a situational irony. How can you tell me that if a whole counselor divorce is a situational irony, then if a normal like couple or people living together divorce is not a situational irony? You see, so we just need to be careful. Some of these counselors, because of fame, because they want to be known, they come out to say things for you to attract your attention. They want to tell you things that will sweet your ears, things that you will actually, obey to. Like they don't tell you the truth. They don't tell you what is in it. My mom will always say that marriage is a whole ministry on its own. Like it's a whole school on its own. So like I don't understand how when someone is going to marry, you can actually meet the person, say maybe a month, and then the next day you feel like you've known the person, so you are going to, you don't see, you can stay with somebody for 25 years and you still don't know who the person is. I'm telling you, even 30 years and you still don't know who the person is. You can actually try all those styles. They'll be telling you, it's funny. Like when you were a kid, they'll be like, if you're dating somebody, you go to the person's and intentionally break his glass cup or something, and then you see the reaction and you know whether. But sometimes those things do not work. So I feel like just as the way we go to school to acquire degree, 4 years in school, you learn, you write. I think marriage should also be something of that sort. See, psychology is good for everybody to study psychology, trust me, because you have to know the person. We are all from different homes. The way I'm being nurtured from home is different from you, is different from S&M, is different from Q. And so coming together, you have to study the person, know what the person likes and what the person dislikes. Sometimes these people, they pretend a lot. And because of what the society will say, immediately you've gotten yourself into it, you don't want to come out. Oh, what if I come out and then, now, you see for a case, I'm sure she has been it for long. They said they are bonus, so she just has to give up. 3 years. Someone who comes out, I've listened to, it goes the time, I stopped because that's all Casado do. I don't actually pick anything from what he's saying, she's saying. Because first she was like, she has given her husband trouble from the beginning. When they got married, she doesn't give the husband peace. Like anytime her husband does something, she opposes her. And then it got to a time she realized that she's actually destroying her own marriage, so she has changed and now she's counseling people. And then I'm sure.
So it means she's not a certified counselor.
And you see, those were her statements, then I think she's not qualified.
From the beginning, that's what she was saying. And like, it amazes me, and sometimes I feel like laughing when I see people that are not even married and they are counseling people. You are not married. You've not ventured into that business before. You don't know how it is. Why don't you go and ask your mother? Since your even if you don't ask your mother, like you're in the house with your parents, you know what goes on. You see like certain cracks here and then at the end of the day, like they merges back together. And then people like my type, I'm not married, then I'll go and sit down and I'm counseling. Who am I counseling?
What do I know?
Is it dating, 2 years dating, you break up, so you are counseling? Broken heart, 2 days, you are counseling, so you are now a counselor. Someone broke your heart and you survived. So you are what, surviving fittest, or what do they call it?
Survival of the fittest.
You are now a survivor of the fittest or whatever. So you've now become a counselor. Okay. So anytime you come out to speak, people have to hear. See, we just have to be very, very careful of the kind of people we listen to. And then to the counselors, you see, the work of a counselor is equal to the work of a man of God. Men of God. You go to them, you tell them your issues. They pray for you. When they are going through something, they find it very difficult to come and tell you, the member, what they are going through. Because me as a member, if you come to tell me this is what, I'll be like, it is not for panel, then what is the essence of me going to tell you my own problem? Because it looks as if you are also going, and for them they feel like they are selling themselves. Okay. So sometimes I feel like these counselors, they feel like, as a counselor, how will I go out to tell somebody that this is what I'm going through after making the name for myself and stuff? And then counselors will beg you. If you said you're a certified counselor, tell us the truth. Tell us the bitter side of marriage. Don't come in. It's not what we see in Nollywood. If it is what we see in Nollywood, then a marriage is sweet, because a woman can slap a man and the man will come back begging, sweetheart, I'm sorry, buy you rose flower.
Yeah, you come back to you, DJ Q.
So divorce and say
Yeah.
Who can you answer? Uncle can you? Because the real for trouble, mamma. No, you say, Mammy divorce papa. Papa, na divorce. But this year, no. You go for now, say you know the kind. Say, who could your crana for so much time at home? Men Jano for so much time on my den. And I say, for Faba. But we must say, you really see it. You better say, or you couldn't join. Or maybe divorce. So
Papa Nimpone and the buy.
Papa, the buy him lady no. But I say, go for trouble lady no.
Yeah.
Because she is the
counselor. Or a counselor, me not here, we are counselor. Now me here no be say jaya. Me for counselor you home. Because you jaya change between jaya. Ya quarter, mo reason say jaya. Court between twawale ni mu. And found you or counselor here. And found. What I say?
I watched an interview where the husband had with Zion Phillips, where he was bitterly complaining that the lady doesn't respect him, she's disrespectful, she's not committed, and the whole lot.
What's that?
I think that boils down to what Sister Debbie said, saying she herself came out to say from the start of the marriage, now on money peace.
And I think it's an old video.
Yeah.
From the look of things, it's an old. I think counselors should just come and accept it that they also need help.
Oh yes.
In as much as you are like helping people like mend their ways, you also have to accept that you also need somebody to help you.
The last time now you're presiding here down on Castle. Pastors say, Obi ahia moa anyway. Omo ban nti say me say mo ha me ba pastor nchen na ma beji council ho oni makasa bo no so hia mo ho no be ko ne ho onu be ko ne ho nti omo so omo bere ba obia wo no enso e wo ne ho nti enja ma me ne yetwa bo no asie awale gu ye obia asie obi wo ha oni ni kunjaye oni yi njaye ba nje say ntawanta woni ho omo de na ba bo nten just because I counsel and tina for canesa, or your counsel and come on canesa. I just say, no, Marina,
see, let her breathe.
And we are allowing her breathe, but you see, you just have to be careful with the kind of things you see. A video came out when she was still with her husband. She was like, divorce is a bad thing. Speaking about divorce and stuff, something like that happening. But
I don't know divorce. You look at divorce.
You've already brought yourself to the limelight, so like you are being known. Things like this, trust me, it won't lie just like that.
What can say divorcing? If I say we are counsel, what can say divorcing here? Now who could divorce you? Over cast on penny.
I'm not in a
How
marriage.
to
I don't know what is going on.
Question beside.
That was.
So say
I'm not saying say be a divorce no more. I'm just talking about my I'm focusing on the all counselors that they just need to be very very careful because they should tell us the truth.
And I'm just make catch up.
Yes.
Say, say what Becca say. So what are you man? Anyone say would divorce yes,
yes, that's what she said.
No, Mr. Misa say. Say what Becca Santina say we divorce ya. Anyone so divorce ya.
Well, it depends. If what she's going through is something that she cannot bear, then what? Because you can't kill yourself.
And we can say, you're going to file for divorce. I think the man
came out with a press release.
If the man was the
was
first, doesn't mean
divorce press release. Like, is it really necessary? Was that necessary?
It tells you how intense that situation is.
No, but even I don't see any relevance in that.
What do I want to I think so. Apostle.
Why?
And the woman is a reverend.
Our social media number. Me say they make us say. If my girlfriend now. That's what the assemble social media. You jai. You trust me because no one say what do you phone vision.
Yeah.
No, sometimes I feel like they need someone to share with all those. That is when you are so much addicted to social media.
Members, the church leaders, the digners, and everybody.
Pay critical attention to people that are so much addicted to social media. Even if a pinch of what's the name, salt or what needle, they will come to social media and say it. So those kind of people, they are so much addicted to the social media that when they talk to their fans, they feel like. That's when they get comfort.
And I'm saying,
but is that the right thing?
Not at all.
That's issue bar. Make us a social media for ideas.
Me, but I wouldn't even let you to even tell my parents about it.
Say, oh, come my mom will complain fan trauma. Oh, my no power, come content. Mamma do all social media. And now, while you bear wedding, ya may fa, ye people some to social media. Your court. And I see intimate, you're divorcing.
However people find out, they should find out.
Yeah.
But actually be the person to come out and come in. You can't come and ask me.
There is no way this woman will divorce and it won't come on social media.
No, it's definitely going to come out. But let's take someone like Matt Brown for instance. When she divorced the husband, did she come out?
Are they divorced?
We don't even know. Even if they are, do we know? We nobody actually cares. Nobody cares.
Some na ekoso say o nikuni chiti o interview kwana.
She doesn't even want to talk about it because it's not your business.
You're a mature person.
And you are same.
And social media on the no. Maybe they can.
Look at Matt Brown and then Charlotte. Who is more famous?
Yeah.
No, tell me who is more famous?
Matt Brown is more famous.
So you see, this word famous and stuff, it comes with a whole lot of consequences. So you, the person, since you know you are famous, you are this, you yourself, you need to be very careful. I'm not saying if you are in marriage and then you are facing certain trouble because you are famous, so you should be there and they should be beating you and threatening you. You are not there. You don't know what goes on, so you can't side on what
it's like you are saying. Have you also realized when you watch almost all her past videos 3 years, 2 years ago, even last year ago, her dressing one way, one pattern. But since late December, till this time, I feel that there's something in that marriage.
It means it started from.
That is why I'm saying that it's a two-union affair. Whatever that happens is none of your business.
None of our business.
Like nobody cares.
It's none of our business. But so far as it's on social media, it's now our business.
Social media in law.
It's now our business. See, the only thing, it's now our business. If you are married, I wasn't there before you got married. I don't even know you're a counselor. You came out to let us know that you're a counselor. That's fine. That's fine. And you've gone ahead because of issues, you've divorced. I don't have a problem with that. But so far as you brought it on social media, it's because you want us to know that there is something going on which you don't like. But you see, the advice I'll give out is that she should continue to be a counselor. She should come out and tell us what's happening. She should use it to still advise.
You see, Sinam, you were talking about an interview with Zion Felix.
Yeah.
So according to a video runner that I've seen, he's saying that the wife has been asking for a divorce since 2021.
So right
far as
now, who should you believe?
you Bab.
Who are you going to believe?
We've not heard both parts of the stories, no. We have no right.
Me divorce in put the who here. What about say? Abontin or the 2 years old divorce. I'm not meant to say so yes.
I say divorce.
Did you see how? Do you see how the Nigerians bashed to Baba when he came to put it out? Like if I home bang, it's you and your wife.
Yeah. All this also amount to just one thing. Those the counsel. What's in just like when you interview someone, the interviewer, you're the interviewee. Mm-hmm. So if I'm a counselor and I'm counseling, what name will I call you?
Counselor.
You're my client.
So
client.
Yeah. So you just need to be very careful.
Yeah,
you know, counselors, they will say a whole lot. Some of them, they just want to like be known, and they just want to grow their social media pages. So you need to be careful. Just like this man is saying that as a married man, when you close at work 5, he doesn't know the reason why you should go home at 5. You have to go out and chill. For what reason?
They don't know the value of family.
As a counselor, you are supposed to know. This man has been counselor for God knows how many years now. And you're still, so you have to be careful, as you end up,
destroying somebody's
your marriage, and then you are still there.
And those that have been taking advice.
No one should even destroy your marriage. You destroy your own marriage with your own hands.
With your own hands.
Because when you are being given an advice, it's up to you to take it or leave it.
Yeah.
It's a whole advice. Yeah. This woman's issue is a whole. If you like, take it. If you like to.
So our last story for today is about Philadelphia young couple.
I don't know.
Okay, and Nina is certain. So I say.
You mean where Balneario to? But still lost.
Yes.
Nina
is certain. The Nina sentence is not coming from me, it's coming from someone who tweeted that into Nina sentence. So he has actually gifted people, church members who were affected by the Kantamanto market issue 2.2 million Ghana cedis. And says that's the total, but we're chichechim and Sikana Mukitano. It's DJ Q. Obey Odo last words, but so Banabas was some Banabas, so so because say Nina is certain some
Philadelphia,
Philadelphia.
I think this week, I think Philadelphia, then Super Bowl, no, I'm not winning here. I'm not USA. I'm not winning here.
How many winning?
I
say
Philadelphia, then.
Philadelphia church
USA.
Is it that they have their branch in US?
No. Philadelphia, a state.
I know it's a state, but this is
a
cute.
But me make us.
What is that?
Make
I was thinking about the church in
No, me cancer.
Maybe I'm just saying
sorry there. Oh, you do man to pass. Okay, you dey for Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
You see, make us say no credit our yard here. Well, see, because I saw no say you know some come. I saw you know so obo members no. Sana ye yakopon you say. Make us say your mom like young gym members na members ni mere. Nti papa no ayesa make us be our yard here but you know say Ghana ha no baby I no coffee him hasemaka. I say. Now this is the first time I say obo members no. The last time come to say the members no be ma Otamo musika.
Yeah.
Emma omudi business.
Thousands cedis each.
Or the mom omudi business. Internal I think say also for you BBC here. Aka eno ani the right thing. Obu o ha. Siko beji waso dem wo nyina no. No no oye ne hu yie. O to kasa kese. On ne gere ne man no mo enjoy. Na members mu bre. Into things say wetin this thing now. I say abona baso. One no can settings. One man settings man. One man settings. What am I saying, man?
No.
Man, boni pa konidi. Your friend say.
Na mi benya asim patrot fast.
Na say asema ni pa na betrete. Ana. Nti wo boni pa ni dia na besi.
Mi nhu ni pa no.
Mi nhu ni pa no kan so your settings man.
All be settings.
And then the panels are settings.
The whole life be a setting.
Or settings. Or settings.
Oh,
Because your man of God could be broken her. Omo church members.
Yeah.
I remember said those days now Reverend Obafo. No see the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes, also come nko be kan settings so settings because car no dem akofo be say o san so kwaje na there. But to me that means I say this lady o ka say still the car no wo ho. As here. Nti no osofo de o be say o say e wo abaso. So say le bia na mo be je fi asori no bebre ho. As like members no. So mo bo members because members be o mo brankasa. Obu a mo be di ko yedin. Mo tun ko bo sia de ko ba afori e ko je akwankyere nti no so no katamanto obi ni sto ahia because sika no nya o de ba asori ho sto na ahia no u ba afori a ontimi mo bi ba ontimi ni bi ka o de hye ni business asia o kwa no be so this kanaba nti eye business no ye no what is it you help me I help you
Hango.
what is it because the business no say so this kanaba mo say o himo timi de sto ahia asisi ano or this kind of question business ni ma so yes can na obesa about for there obi say o hima timire ya o business na kwase o da de eye oh okay sir oh any next week you about for there yes as you be 2000 Ghana cedi
na wa sorry
obetua asore o mu yesika o it's a church na business o
a business
one man church na business o
go go use a counting machine
yes yes and now you hu 31st or 9th insika gudemu akofo kan enti ana yi afa
agra that day ana
da afa wa dey omo kan ka tzo omo bank this is a church na business others but why dey you see Ghana so for nya say ya come you sure say
yeah be
church members be bresa because who kwa so le school hu obi o say ankofo bre kofo bre
all right. Sister Debbie Pacho. Now the last
is this the second one he's doing? Because since the incident happened, I learned he went
that
to,
one he
for a donation, like he donated to
Kataman.
Yes, and then this one too.
And then man she didn't Hubamiti. I think he did it as a promise be.
Oh,
but I didn't see.
But this one are actually his members that were affected. It's not certain. It's not certain because even when the church came, I can't remember that everyone who goes there, like he will give you money for business. 1,000 cedis each. They will give you the money for business. So even in rural areas where his churches are, you see a lot of people there. Now the market women, they give them money to pump into their business, and it's a good sign. It's a good thing because you help the people. At least the church we go, we know that church is actually a healing center, a hospital where people go because we are all abnormal. We all have our caricature, so we go there for healing and stuff. But then aside that, we have people that are in a worse state. We have people that are actually going through a lot. Like the example you were citing the other day, that you can see people even dressed, classy, but what they are going through, sometimes what they will eat, they don't even have. It will take the grace for you to know that, no, this person, even though the person is dressed like this, but they don't actually have this and that and that. And so in a church there, I feel like it's good to help. At least once in a while you help, or once in a while. That's why sometimes some churches, they do, get together or something, like once in a month. Not once in a year, once in a month, or once after every 2 months or 3 months, they do something. Sometimes they do donation for the widows. Yeah. Because my church like this, they cater for students that are brilliant, like they've gotten the result perfectly, but there is no money to see them through education, so they sponsor their education. And then people that are in need too, they give them money, and sometimes they even aside church, they go out to make donations. Even though they help people in the church, they still help people outside. So this is not a setting. This is not something that is being fabricated. It's something that we've seen it. And that's why I say it's not setting, because even when the church came that it was new. That was what actually got the name of the church roaring like almost every place in town. Because a church that has been established not long, and then you go there for the first time, they are giving you money. And my people, which we want money, when you see money, they forget it, will always come. But as the person is walking about, he or she needs money to sustain her business or something. When you go to church, definitely you're supposed to pay offertory, you're supposed to pay tithes, and through that they pay the pastors and staffs. And so if the person is going through difficulties one way or the other, and you don't help the person, just imagine the person will come and then he will not get to pay. So it's good. Should I end it or you go and come?
Add the other story.
Yes. So counselors, I'll keep on saying this. Be truthful. Let us know this is it. Don't come and tell us things that do not exist. Things that you yourself you know that when you put it into practice, it won't work. Don't come out and say that, and don't say something that at the end of the day, like it'll tie you around. Like you say something today, and then the next minute you are in the soup yourself. You need to be careful. And then we, the people that we are being counseled, we also need to be careful with the kind of counselors we listen to. Not everybody you see on social media is a counselor. Because you've gone through 2 or 3 heartbreaks, that doesn't qualify you as a counselor. So you just need to be careful, else you end up, destroying your own marriage, and they are still working about. And if you're a counselor and you're going through something, it doesn't mean you're a counselor, so your peace of mind, you won't put it into consideration. You have to put your peace of mind into consideration, because marriage has to do with physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional. All this counts. So you just need to be careful.
All right. Thank you very much, Sister Isina.
Wow. I think they've said it all.
They've said
I don't even know what to say. They've actually said it all.
So wow.
But just as the Bible says, you should be your brother's keeper. And then you should do unto others what you want others to do unto you. And I'm very sure that if Adumche was to find himself in such a situation, people will equally come and then support him. So I think it's a good thing he has done. These are also people who attend your church, not necessarily him giving it to members of the church, but to people who also come to the church, people you don't even know, and then you giving back to the community. Surely God is going to bless you in 1,000-folds, and you're going to get it back. Yeah. So I think that's a good thing he has done. God bless you so much.
Amen.
I know you be shit off. Why is it? I don't. Thank you, ladies. Hey, Sister Debbie. Debbie, no jai now. Who jai Debbie? Who Debbie? Who jai now? Hey, oh, our lady, our lady, Lady Mona. Yeah, your honor. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. We are done. They are done. I'm not done. They are done. On the 5:30 we go for the evening news. After the new DJ K will continue to work the nation to 10 p.m. So stay tuned for more fire. This is Ghana Talks Radio.